How the goat was given medicine. Once upon a time in the mountains there lived a goat named Bob. He was an ordinary large goat with thick grey fur. He had long curved horns and a smooth white beard that added a touch of elegance to his appearance. Bob was rather finicky and stubborn goat. He didn't like changing his habits and preferred to stay away from anything new or unfamiliar. He was a proud and independent animal, and sometimes he could seem a bit arrogant. One day Bob found traces of a human picnic in the forest. Most likely the people who gathered for this picnic were quite uncivilized because they had not cleaned up after themselves at all. Among the litter was a plastic bottle with some brown fizzy liquid at the bottom. The curious goat drank it all and fell ill with a rare disease that none of the other animals in the forest knew. He began to suffer severe stomach pains, which prevented him from eating and drinking properly. His fur looked dull and matted, falling out in clumps every day. None of the animals knew how to help the goat. Everyone suggested different remedies, but the goat refused them all. "Something tells me he needs something sour," said the old cunning fox. "Let's try giving him some currant juice. It's sour," suggested the hare. "You drink your own sour juice," Bob the goat refused. "Maybe he needs something sweet," the mouse suggested.
"If it's something sweet, let's try honey,"
said the bear.
"Honey? Are you all out of your minds? Has any of you ever seen a goat eating honey?"
Bob the goat protested.
"Maybe we should try some mushrooms. For example, that nice-looking mushroom over there."
The hedgehog pointed to a mushroom with a red cap and white spots on it.
"I've heard some mushrooms are medicinal, and some are poisonous, like that fly agaric you're pointing at,"
bleated Bob indignantly.
"What makes you think what you're suggesting will help and not make it worse? Do any of you understand diseases and treatment?"
Bob stamped his hoof and walked away, leaving the animals deep in thought.
"He's right. In matters as important as health, it's better to turn to those who understand it,"
said the bear. "Then maybe we should ask the wolf for help," suggested the fox. "In some cultures, wolves are called the forest paramedics because they play a crucial role in maintaining the health and balance of ecosystems."
"But he's paramedic, not a doctor or even a nurse,"
objected the hedgehog.
"If you know someone who is called the forest doctor or nurse, then speak up,"
said the mouse.
"If not, then let's go to the wolf."
And the animals went to the wolf.
"You did the right thing by coming to me,"
said the wolf.
"I do understand a bit about animal diseases and their treatment. It's better not to meddle in such matters with your own experience. If, for example, the bear once had a stomach ache, it might have been gastritis, and honey helped him. But if someone else had a stomach ache, it doesn't mean they also have gastritis. Stomach pain can be caused by 100 different diseases, and honey won't be beneficial for all of them. Take me to your goat."
However, the goat was not in his usual spot. He had probably hidden from the annoying advice givers. Fortunately, they quickly found him by following the clumps of fur that had fallen out. Bob the goat was sitting in a small clearing, groaning from indigestion.
"Hello, goat. I heard you were having problems,"
said the wolf.
"What? Are you going to feed me with some nasty stuff too?"
Bob grimaced.
"No, in veterinary medicine we don't do that. First, I need to find out what's wrong with you. For this, I will ask you a bunch of questions about where it hurts, how much, when it started, and so on. Then I'll need to touch your stomach, examine your throat, lymph nodes, and everything like that. Only then will I understand what illness you have and how to treat it. Shall we begin?"
"Go ahead," Bob agreed. And the wolf spent half an hour asking all the details about the illness and conducting an examination.
"Well, I understand everything. You have a slight metabolic disorder,"
said the wolf when he finished.
"I can help. I have a miraculous elixir. It's a mixture of herbs and roots I've gathered in the forest. It helps with such conditions."
"Bitter?" asked the goat.
"Nothing can be done about it. It's bitter. Medicines are rarely tasty, but it's better to deal with it once and drink it than to suffer from the illness for days."
"That's okay. I actually like bitter things. Do you think the grass and leaves I chew taste sweet?" Bob smirkled. He took the vial of elixir from the wolf and drank all its contents. "It's unbearably bitter," Bob cried, grimacing. "Even for me."
"Yeah, that's the formula," nodded the wolf. "Now stay here and rest. In a few days you'll be healthy."
And so it happened. Within a few days, Bob the goat was completely healthy. He thanked the wolf for his help and also thanked the other animals for bringing the wolf to his aid. The wolf told all the animals to move a lot and eat right so that none of them would suffer from a slight metabolic disorder like Bob did. And the animals put up signs all over the forest for people not to litter during their picnics.